Welcome to Rock Stories narrated presentation. Igneous rocks. This rock belongs to one of the three major families that we learned in class, which is the igneous family. It looks like a piece of granite. How can I tell? First, I examine the texture and composition of this rock. In one of our labs, Lab 4, Igneous Textures and Compositions, we learn about the six major igneous rocks, textures such as aphanitic, phaneritic, porphyritic, glassy, pyroclastic, and vesicular. My rock has a phaneritic coarse-grained texture. I can clearly see the mineral grains with my own eyes without needing a microscope. The color of my rock is very light with small spots of gray, black, and a little bit of pink and yellow. I don't think the pink can't be seen through the picture, but in real life, I can see some small spots of pink. I believe it has a mix of quartz, feldspar, and mica, which is found in granite. This is my favorite rock because unlike the other two, I found this rock in my neighborhood. Sedimentary rocks. The sedimentary family is another major rock family that we learned in class. This is a sandstone, formed by sandsites particles, making it an example of a clastic rock. The rock looks like a fine-grained sandstone and it is well sorted. In one of our labs, Lab 5, identifying clastic rocks, we learned grain sizes become smaller the further the sediment travels from its source. This rock has probably traveled quite a distance. A well-sorted rock forms when the sediment has been transported a long distance or has been reshaped by water or wind, which ends up separating grains by size. The sediment looks very gritty to the touch, and also it has this very pretty reddish and brown color. It appears the sediment rock has feldspar and quartz. One fact that I learned from one of my family is that sandstone is commonly used for materials, decorative stones, and even road constructions due to its good workability and attractive colors. Pumice. This rock also belongs to the igneous family, however, it is very different from granite. First, I examined the texture and composition. It's very light in weight and it has a pretty white or light tan color. Pumice is very porous, which means it has a vesicular texture and it is an extrusive rock, meaning it contains voids left by gas bubbles that escape as lava solidifies. Pumice are primarily composed of silicates and aluminates with a glassy, non-crystalline structure, and this is why they look very different from granite even though they belong to the same family. These are the three different rocks in my presentation: granite, sandstone, and pumice. We know they're very different rocks. Granite is an igneous rock that forms deep underground from slowly cooled magma, and for this reason we can see these different minerals and colors. That's why it is coarse. It has a coarse texture. Sandstone is a sedimentary rock made from compacted sand grains that are often found in rivers or deserts. And when we touch it, it has this gritty texture. Pumice is very light and it is also part of the igneous family. However, the main difference between granite and pumice is that pumice cools down very quickly during volcanic eruptions, and it is full of air bubbles and it is able to float when it's in water. Each rock forms in different environments and has unique texture. Even if they're from the same family, they're still going to be different.